If you deal with anxiety, the last thing you want is some treatment that's going to make you feel more anxious or out of control. You might be wondering, what do I actually have to do? Is this going to be stressful? Will I have to talk about everything that's bothering me? Let me put your mind at ease right now. Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Dody from Dody Chiropractic Center for Wholeness, and in this video, I'll walk you through exactly what a session looks like. Quick note, this is educational, not medical advice. And if you happen to watch our video about neurofeedback sessions for ADHD, the setup in the room is very similar. But today, I want to show you what matters specifically when you're dealing with that tired and wired, anxious, overwhelmed feeling. Here's exactly what happens when you come in. The session is 30 minutes. You're sitting in a comfortable chair, not some sterile medical setup. You're not filling out worksheets. You don't have to talk through any of your trauma. We use a small amount of paste to place gentle sensors on your scalp and clips on your ears. Absolutely nothing goes into your brain. These sensors are only listening to what your brain is already doing, like tiny microphones. Once those are on, you'll get to pick what you want to watch. Whether it's Netflix, YouTube, a movie, whatever you enjoy. The content really doesn't matter because the training is happening underneath what you're watching. For the first 30 minutes, your only job is to sit back and watch your show. So how does watching a video actually help your anxiety? It works through something called operant conditioning, the same way you'd reward any behavior you want to see more of. While you're watching, the system is reading your brainwaves in real time. When your brain moves into a pattern that we're looking to train for, the screen gets brighter and clearer. Here's why it works so beautifully. Your brain naturally wants the reward of seeing the screen clearly. So without you trying to force anything, without you having to work at it, your brain starts to notice. When I move toward this more regulated pattern, I get the bright screen I want. Over time, the goal is for your brain to get better at shifting out of the high alert state into a more regulated pattern, all while you're just watching something you enjoy. For people dealing with anxiety, one of the biggest reliefs is that you don't have to try to relax. If you've ever dealt with anxiety, you know trying to force yourself to relax usually just makes you much more anxious. You don't have to force yourself to calm down. You don't have to perform. You don't have to talk through everything. You just sit back, watch something you enjoy, and your brain gets the feedback in real time. A lot of people finish their sessions thinking, that was actually more relaxing than I expected, because essentially you just spent 30 minutes doing hundreds of tiny reps teaching your nervous system how to shift gears. It's like taking your brain to the gym, but all you did was watch your favorite show. And if your anxiety feels physical, like a tight chest, racing heart, wired but exhausted, this is exactly why we don't just look at anxiety as a mindset issue. We look at the brain and body together. For people who are feeling anxiety in their body and having trouble shifting out of the anxious state once it starts, this is the kind of gentle retraining that can be a helpful part of the plan. If you're wondering whether this could be a fit for what you're dealing with, there's a link below to schedule a free 15-minute doctor consult by phone or video. No pressure, we'll just talk through what is going on. And because everybody's nervous system responds a little differently, the next question is, what is the beginning of the process and what can it actually feel like? Can you feel tired, irritable, or a little off at first? And does that mean there's something wrong? That's what I'll walk through in our next video. Can neurofeedback make anxiety worse at first? Go watch that next. I'll see you there.